Looks like rain. Father,
Yes, my son.
can I interest you in this cookie?
Not right now.
If you look closely, I think you can see the face of Jesus in it.
This process is ridiculous.
Yeah, neither is he by the looks of it.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Indeed, our enemies gave us a nickname, the Hounds of God.
You mean like a Black Sabbath album?
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican, Mr. Stobart. The Dominican order was founded to seek out and destroy heresy. A warped branch of Christianity that reveres Lucifer as equal to, or perhaps greater than, God. Dominicanis, Dominican, you see? It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stobart, and condemn innocent souls to the fires of damnation. This was no ordinary murder.
I can see how that might trouble the Vatican. Take a look at this, Father.
Vade retro satana.
What's the matter?
Evil imagery. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. Images of false saints, heretical saints. There are trees illustrated within the Ouroboros. Now this painting, the Benedictio, is without doubt heretical, because it is filled with Gnostic imagery, and Gnostics are heretics.
So you think the painting itself is evil?
Yes, my son.
Whoa, hold on. How can a painting be heretical?
That is of no interest to me.
You keep talking about the Gnostics. Who are they?
They are a cult. They question orthodoxy, lure the unwary down dark paths of forbidden knowledge.
Okay.
They symbolize knowledge, so the Ouroboros alludes to hidden knowledge.
The Ouroboros. What exactly is it?
I'm not sure, although I'm no expert.
Who are these false saints?
Gnostic saints, not beatified by the church.
Why?
Because heresy is evil.
Do you think Inspector Nave will ever figure this out?
His faith is in science, Mr. Stobart, not God. He will find the answers he seeks, but he asks the wrong questions. When the Lord chooses to appear in a biscuit, I can assure you it will not be a rich tea. It is a Gnostic symbol. It marks something that is hidden.
God moves in mysterious ways, Father.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first set of results completed. Only 36 more to do. And murder is police work, messieurs. Silence, please, both of you.
Father?
Shh. Stobart, you are supposed to be dead. Please be dead more quietly.
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Finagle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
Georges, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need Major League Fanoodling to get in this one.
You got it.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs' place, right?
Got it in one. Madovsky's pretty shady, don't you think?
He bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, Georges.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Here's hoping. Looks like rain.
Come on, let's get that cab. Taxi!
I think we just stepped off the London tourist trail.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors. Someone's lying, but who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Madovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi?
Madame,
Bonjour, monsieur.
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why are you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you, and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
That bad, huh?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappe.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la révolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite top and your pointy heels, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
The waiter watched over his tables with barely disguised contempt. Monsieur. Here's my press card.
La liberté. Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world. I know now that you are not the kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
How about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment. Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur. The coffee was hot and strong. Monsieur,
Madame,
I'm fine with the coffee, thanks.
as you wish. But remember, it is only in our decisions that we are important.
Really? Could we have a little chat?
Anytime, madame.
Monsieur,
Life is fleeting, madame. The sands of time are running through your fingers.
well, that may be, but
We know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
there's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
Life begins on the other side of despair. C'est vrai, no?
Well, I guess so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was, except that they made me stay behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance. I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes spent half their time going for a pee. But with our coffee inside them, they fought the running dogs all night long.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Mou. Did you see anything happen at the gallery earlier?
I saw you running after a pizza delivery guy. Somebody said he killed someone.
That's true. He stole a painting and shot the gallery owner.
How close we are to death. And yet how far from ever comprehending it.
Well, right now I need to get back inside and figure out what happened.
I applaud you, madame. To seek the truth is a worthy ambition.
As a journalist, that is my duty.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
How about some coffee?
Well, you already had a cup. I do not advise drinking more than one.
The menu offered black coffee and a small selection of other drinks. Would you make me a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment. Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur. The waiter didn't need to see my press card again. Could you make me a coffee to go?
But you already have one in your jacket.
Monsieur,
Au revoir.
you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mou?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind.
Father?
Mr. Stobart, will this take long?
We must go now.
Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting. La maledicción.
Not my problem, darling. Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
And we have a critic to interrogate. Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief. I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass. Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to. Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprised me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty. Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight, for sure. If you see him, give him this bill, and tell him to pay up next time.
I wondered whether Lane was in a hurry to get somewhere, or just trying to skip paying his bill. So, Lane ran up this bill last night? Are you sure?
Oh yes. He was plying his latest pickup with my best champagne.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
It's bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest flusée.
So, you and Lane aren't best of pals, huh?
The man is a second-rate critic, peddling meaningless aphorisms.
Anything else you can tell me about Lane?
Rien, monsieur.
Anything else you can tell me about Le Lizard Bleu?
Rien, monsieur.
Thank you for your time, monsieur.
Please remain in position while we reset the machine. You may relax and talk amongst yourselves.
It is worse than I thought.
What is it? It's just a sketch.
Not just a sketch. The painting.
Last time we met, you said the stolen painting was evil.
Indeed. And the devil makes work for idle hands, Mr. Stobart. The painting must be destroyed to stop this knowledge being revealed.
Do you think the machine will give the inspector some insight into Henri's murder?
I tried to tell Navet the truth about his bloodstain.
Didn't he believe you? You're a man of God.
The Vatican is the least of your worries. Please be quiet!
What kind of imagery? Hi, it's me again.
You assume, monsieur, that it was you last time.
Would you like a slice of pizza?
I think not, monsieur. You must remember we are in Paris, the culinary capital of the world.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Do you recognize these?
They are nail clippers.
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
This way!
Signora, it is too late. Go!
No! Papa!
Senor, in here.
Search them. Of course.
So, Inspector Nave brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said. But what's your interest in the robbery?
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead. But Nave is worse than useless. I was hoping you might be able to help.
So, what's next?
Get me an interview with the owner, and you've got Sunday's front page.
I'm on it already.
Keep me up to speed. Let me know before you write anything up, okay?
Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door. Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
You'd better come in.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
If Marquez was the true owner of Malediccio, then Medovsky had no legal claim to it. Might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
The fascists stole it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow. After that, it was lost, until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him?
Waterloo Motors.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
The guy we're looking for was wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors on it.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular helmet.
I don't suppose you know who might have bought one?
Well, not unless you've got any more information, mate.
The killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said, Headhunters.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. He brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help. I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Bingo!
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable. But it will do. Come back quickly, with the painting, eh?
Not a sound. The horn wasn't working.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch?
Nobody move!
Non, monsieur! Not la malédiction! Oh.
Stay back. Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together.
An intricate stained glass window, irresistible to any tourist. On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.